There's a lot of people, since we own Charlie Kirk, there are actually a lot of people. Look at how clean my space is. It's so nice and clean. There are a lot of people that are actually switching the script. Charlie Kirk's death had the opposite effect of what I believe that the killer wanted it to have. It also had the opposite effect of what I believe people that are angry, all of a sudden, not Charlie Kirk, of what they wanted it to have. They thought that they won, but they play. Listen, the one thing I know about liberals and most Democrats is that they play checkers. Those are checkers players. Those are people that don't have a long attention span. They can only watch shorts. They're not into long form content. They don't stick around and interact with the chat. These are people that are looking for quick talking points. They have a low attention span. A lot of times they blame it on ADHD. They always in therapy, and they never, ever can think long term as far as what the consequences are of what they're talking about. And this is one of the reasons why they get fired. This is one of the reasons why they get fired, because they make a quick decision. They're emotional. Have you ever seen a liberal man? He's emotional. He's always got his feelings on his sleeve. We all got feelings, but we don't react and mess up the money based off of our emotions. And it's having the opposite effect. The effect that it's having is that it actually pushed. Bro, I seen post after post after post after post. I must have seen 45 different posts. And maybe it was just a part of what was happening in the algorithm of so many people saying that they were going back to church. And tomorrow we're going to go after all of these people that said that they actually switched their party from being liberal and Democrat to actually being conservative and Republican. And it doesn't even limit. Like, I seen chicks with bull nose rings. I seen sassy people. I seen young people, older people. They said, listen, I was always on the verge. This one pushed me over. I think that it had an unintended consequence of what happened. People are walking away in mass. They said, we not rocking with this. I can't support no nonsense like this. And also people are deciding that they want to go back to church.
Okay, I don't know if this is just my timeline or if you guys can attest to this, but I've been scrolling down my For You page and I've been seeing people talk about one switching from the Democrat Party to being, a Republican or a conservative. I'm like, wow. But most importantly, I've been seeing a lot of people say, you know what? I need to get right with God. I need to start going back to church. Hey, I'm an atheist or I'm an agnostic, but I'm actually going to church for the first time on Sunday. What? That?
I seen, what's Bobblehead's name? Y'all know who Bobblehead is. The Bobblehead. What's Bobblehead? Bobblehead. Al Sharpton. I seen Ozempic Head in church. You know what Ozempic said? Ozempic Head said? He actually said something I agree with. He said, no man should be, no saint, no man, no person that actually said that they have God should ever be cheering on the killing of another person based off of their opinion. He said, if you disagree with them, you should be able to debate them and or win them over. I said, that might have been the first thing that I've ever heard Bobblehead ever say that I agree with. First thing that I probably ever heard that I seen Bobblehead agree with. Even he said, man, y'all crazy out here in these streets. The Democrat Party has been cannibalized. We don't even have a two-party system now. We got a 3/4 of a party and a 1.25 party.
That's amazing. I pray that we continue to keep this up in the weeks, months, and even years to come, because our country needs it. Our world needs it. Jesus is coming back soon. Very, very soon.
We went to church today. It was the first time in 20 years for me and Devin. It was the first time for our children. After the events of the last week, Devin and I had a lot of talking that was happening between us about the type of life that we want for ourselves and how we want our boys to be. We talk about Charlie Kirk. We talk about a man of God who was not afraid to stand in his convictions in anything. And we are raising 3 boys that will one day be men. And we want those boys to be as strong in their convictions as Charlie Kirk was.
Let me ask y'all a question. And this is a serious question. If you call yourself liberal, right? Or you call yourself Republican, or if you call yourself conservative, or you call yourself Democrat, I want to ask y'all a question, and this is a very serious question. Think about what I'm saying before you say it. If you had to raise a son, ladies, anybody that is a single mother, a married mother, a person that's in a relationship, you pregnant or whatever, you single, whatever it is, right? Think about what I'm saying right now. Because I know a lot of people are just gung-ho about something that they don't understand. And so while you going through a phase in your life, because a lot of people go through phases in their life. Women go through a hoe phase. Sometimes you go through a liberal phase. Sometimes you want to go protest. Sometimes you want to go and experiment and explore the world and all of this other stuff, right? And so while you go through these phases, one day you're going to snap out of it. And one day you may have kids, or maybe you already have kids. And so when you think about those children, do you want them to be raised as extreme liberals or an extreme conservative? If you are an extreme liberal, would you want your daughter or your son to be like you? Think about it. I see women all the time that say, oh man, I'm a feminist and I'm this and I'm this and that. But I don't really want to talk to no man that's like that. Where the strong men at? Because you can't have a liberal masculine man. It's an oxymoron. It is an oxymoron. Maybe I shouldn't have said extreme. Extremely is what I wanted to say. Like extremely masculine, extremely about God, is steadfast, is fervent, all of that stuff. Do you want a person that is steadfast in their beliefs and their love of God and their masculinity, is uncompromising when it comes to their morals and their convictions? Or do you want somebody that's laissez-faire and goes with whatever popular culture is saying and whatever sassy behavior they validated and they make it okay? Thank you for correcting me, chat. I'm not above correction. I would never want my child to ever adopt the same principles and philosophies of these people that I see on the left. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Every single guy that I see that espouse feminist talking points, something is wrong with that guy. Seriously. If I see a guy and he says stuff like, man, I don't care what bathroom they use. What? Are you good? You good, fam? Because I started to think like, can't even take a shower in lifetime after I get done working out no more. Because I'm feeling, hey man, why you keep talking to him? It's not to me. Why you keep talking to him with your head down? Look up in his eyes. Seriously, dog? Like, I don't trust nobody no more. I don't trust nobody no more.
And we realized we had been doing a great disservice by not taking them to church and introducing them to faith up until this point. It is because of Charlie Kirk that we went to church today. We got online and we found one that we thought would be a good first try. You know, some of them are hit or miss, so we didn't know if we would like this one or not. We went in and everybody was so warm and welcoming, which was great. Before the service, they led a prayer for Charlie Kirk and for our nation.
Thank you, DJ Kane. I'm going to read that super chat shortly.
That one got me. The message today in the service was centered around forgiveness. And I know that a lot of us are trying to find our way there. And so it was a very powerful message to hear today. And here's to new beginnings. I hope that those of you who went to church for the first time today, I hope that those of you who are buying Bibles for the first time, I hope that those of you who, like us, are returning to church.
I heard that Bible sales is kind of popping too on Amazon. Data that they can measure. I heard that Bible sales kind of jumped out the window.
I hope this journey doesn't stop for you. And we are making it a mission for us and our family to continue living a life that was worthy of Charlie Kirk's presence.
I went to church today for the first time, willingly, of my own volition, for the first time in probably a decade. In one whole decade. I've maybe gone on some holidays, I've gone to friends' baptisms, but I haven't willingly chosen to go to church in a really long time. And this past week,
she got some really nice hair. Ladies, grow your hair out.
I don't know how. I'm gonna cry. I don't know how to describe it. I just feel called. Like, even me saying this, I'm like cringing because I'm like, I have such a like idea of what I think this is supposed to, or what it looks like to me from the outside. But now that I'm experiencing it, it's it's crazy. Now, all that to say, I went to church today. I found meaning in it and in what was said. And don't get me wrong, there were still parts of it that I was like, oh, brother, like, I'm still like, can I really buy into this?
So the point of the whole conversation is that people are turning back to God. This situation had an unintended consequence of what they thought they had a victory over. But the goal is ultimately to help people become better versions of themselves and to win souls. That's it. That's it.